Hello, everybody. It's Gary Stuckey with Real Music. Stryper's brand new album, The Final Battle, is out. Gonna get to hear my review, but first, let's hear Michael Sweet's review.
And the music, I think it's our best album. My favorite album so far today. When I pop it in, I don't. It might be a song or two. I don't want to say that I skip, but I don't care for it as much as some of the others. But I really think the whole album flows great, and every song is great in its own right. And it's a powerful album. I can't wait for people to hear it.
And there you have it, Michael Sweet from my recent interview with him a couple of weeks ago, and talking about the brand new album. And he is right. I have to agree that this is their best album. You know, I talked to him a couple of years ago for their previous album, and he said the same thing about that. Even the devil believes. And I believe he was right on that. And that's the thing. I think with each album, they get better and better. And if you listen to the album and just play it and listen from start to finish, you'll notice a pattern, at least I did, that the songs get better and better as you go along. I mean, and they all work together. They fit like this main theme. I mean, the songs just really fit. And like he said, it flows well. So, but here we go. Stryper-The Final Battle just released on October 21st, and fans are excited. I'm excited. The guitars are amazing, as usual. The vocals, the bass, and, of course, the drums. The drums really stand out on this album. Robert Sweet, probably more than ever, just really is just pounding those things. And every instrument on this album, to me, it just stands out more. That's probably why, to me, it is better than the last album. Everybody stands on their own, but they sound great together, but you can hear each individual player, and it just adds so much to it, when you can just focus on those sounds, and they're really strong sounds. And Transgressor, I've done the reviews for a few of these songs, but Transgressor, starts off the album, nice heavy song, great power riffs, and the drums, like I said, awesome. Michael with his screaming vocals. He does that in a lot of the songs. It just adds to the song. So awesome to hear him hit those notes. Still got it. But this is a great song, kind of old school heavy metal song. Really love it. And of course the lyrics, all the lyrics in this album, spiritual, Christian lyrics. I really can relate to them. See no evil, hear no evil. The guys in the band, Michael had eye surgery. Oz Fox had problems with his ear, and so that's how this song came about. Really a great song. I love the bass in this. Perry Richardson on the bass really does a great job. Of course, Oz on guitar too with Michael. And just this song is just a great song altogether. I mean, musically, it flows very well, and I just really like this song. Same Old Story. I did a review of that song a few weeks ago, and the video is really cool. Great guitars, of course, on this. Love how it changes tempos, and just everything about it, the background vocals sounds retro once again, and the lyrics just really mean a lot, but the guitars on this really sound great. When you're reviewing an album like this, it takes a while to get used to the songs, and that's why I've taken some time to listen to the songs and kind of give a review. But up next, Heart and Soul, probably my favorite song on the album. It's really cool. I mean, the old school sound is really there, the Motley Crue-esque sound, with the crunching guitars, the drums, everything about it. I'm just a big fan of retro type music when you kind of go back, and it brings back memories. And the song just, means a lot more when the lyrics are there, the music is there, and it just has more meaning to it, to me, when you have that feeling of retro-ness and nostalgia. I don't know, this song kind of takes me back to those, olden times, I guess you could say. But yeah, the lyrics are really deep, and they really touch your heart and soul. So there you go. Heart and Soul, my favorite song on this album. Great song. The next song is Near, and it is a ballad style song. Not really slow, but just has that ballad love song thing going on with the 80s retro sound again. Something you hear on a soundtrack or something like that. Great lyrics and vocals and guitar and everything about it. Nice sounds there. One of the better songs too. Like I said, they're getting better and better. That's a really good song. They should play this song on the radio. It's just a really good song. Out, Up, and In is next. Crunchy guitars and some background vocals, sing-alongs. I just love it too, and it's keeping that retro sound going, And of course, Robert Sweet's drums on here, just crazy good. I love it. And as Michael said, there's no song on here that you just want to stop. You just keep going, letting them play, and they seem to get better and better, and it's just building and building, and out, up, and in, and just kind of gets you excited, and the lyrics are great too, and great song too. I mean, you can't really top this album. This is how they gonna do better than this album next time. Up next, another retro sounding song, another Motley Crue-esque, and not to hurt, Stryper. To me, Stryper's better, but that sound, that 80s retro sound, is back on this song. It's called Rise to the Call. It was a song released earlier this year, and great song, great opening drum riff, so cool. The Way, the Truth, the Life is up next. I love the opening riff, and I love how it runs along with the bass and guitars together. It just has a smooth sound. You follow along there. Michael's voice, so good. I love the melody. And speaking of bass, you can really hear the bass on this album. You can hear it pretty clear. And that's important for bass players because a lot of times you get left out of the mix, so to speak, don't get noticed. But a strong bass line is important, and it adds so much to the song. It's powerful sound. It completes the guitar sound along with the drums. And Perry Richardson, formerly of Firehouse, by the way, does a spectacular job on this album and this song. But a great song altogether. Everything blends well, and you'll enjoy listening to this song over and over again. I'll just go ahead and tell you. No Rest for the Wicked is up next. It has that sound. It sounds like a heavy metal song from the past, doesn't it? Cool riff, though. The song it reminds me of, once again, those 80s sounds. Warrant comes to mind, and not to compare those two and try to rate them. But I mean, just that sound. And to me, retro is cool. But you do your own thing with it. And in this song, it really sounds great. The great writing in all these songs. And you put the lyrics in there with the heavy guitar, and it just makes an album. I mean, you have to have a great songwriter. And not just lyrically, but musically. And when they all come together for a special message, and it hits home, and the drumming once again, you hit a home run with that. So amazing. What more can I say? Another awesome song coming up, Till Death Do Us Part. A love song, not a ballad, but a love song, maybe from Michael to Lisa, Till Death Do Us Part. You could talk about a marriage. You could talk about a marriage spiritually, It's like a Bible message, but you can look at it from either point of view. But surely Michael to his wife, and great lyrics and vocals. And the solo is really awesome. This whole album is just phenomenal. What can you say? The guitar is... Who can play like that? Who can sing like that and play? The guy, Michael, he's got it going on. Down-to-earth guy. He's legit. Talking to him, I mean, he's the real deal. He's not perfect, but he tries to, do the best he can. And this album just reflects how talented he is and everybody in the band is. The last song on the album kind of just sums up everything. One of my other favorite songs, Ashes to Ashes. And I love how the whole band participates, like in the singing. You can hear them like a sing-along, and the riffs are just striking, just hitting you in the face, and the drums, it's so good. I love the way Michael's voice really goes high at the end, and to say the guy is great, that's just an understatement. To sing like that for all these years, still got it. Maybe it's not, his voice isn't as high as it used to be, or maybe they have to tune down half a step or something, I've heard, but doesn't matter. because Stryper is one of those bands that are talented and they still have it despite all they've been through after all these years, still going strong, still putting out albums every couple of years or so. Some amazing albums and just keep getting better and better. And that, love that cover. The album cover just completes it. So pick up this album. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think you're going to agree with me and with Michael. This is their best yet. Hey, thanks for listening and watching. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. Until next time, everybody, this is Gary Stuckey saying, whatever you do, keep the music real.